Hey, what's up? Oh my god, you'll never guess what just happened to me. Shut up. What? No, add it to the list. Are you ready for this week's ins and outs? I'm ready, bitch. I'm on my way to the studio. Let's go!
On the list. Should we fit check or are we not fit checking? Do we fit care?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, we haven't gotten
We
much.
can fit check sitting down.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright. Welcome to the show, babes.
I almost wore Uggs too, and I wish I did. But I've taken my slides off.
It's season.
It's snug season.
Are you right? Get up here then. Just get up here.
Just be part of it. Be part of it then. But where's your list? We need to get her a list. Also, I saw another podcast have pink clipboards the other day, and I screenshotted it, and I need to show you because.
Slay. We'll have pink bedazzled microphones soon.
Oh yeah, true. No, I was a bit more like you copiers, be more authentic.
We're just setting the trends.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, these are the prettiest ones there.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I like clipboards in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I need something in front of me.
I feel like my outfit is giving gold member. Do you remember his gold member?
This
The Austin Powers gold member.
It's very nice.
My socks are from my dentist.
Love.
Yeah, it was a gift from my dentist, the 32, shout out. In this cute little, I think they're called Active Basics, little set. And my little front runner jumper. Because it's getting cold, yay!
It's getting cold and it's so nice.
And we love it.
I'm wearing a something very special shirt.
Love that shirt. I was so jealous when Charlie got it too.
It's Rom's. I just took it out of her wardrobe yesterday. I came out and she's like, what? I was like, thank you.
Mine now.
Hand-me-down jeans, again from
Bambi.
Sexy Jake. Wait, this is not a time to play. Bambi, sit down.
Enough.
And a headscarf that I thrifted.
Love. I actually have so many scarves, all from op shops. That's a lie, not all from op shops, but the best ones come from op shops.
They do.
On your bed now. If you can't be sitting down and be part of it, we're not playing. She will tire. That's what's good. You just need to
She's almost there.
once we start doing, she just needs to check out all the spots, do all the things.
Like she hasn't been here 1,000 times.
Am I gonna have a full bar probably in this? God damn it. Okay, cool. Wow. Your notes are very.
Babe, I've got pages today.
Oh, that's good. I've got pages, but this is last week's.
Well, I did not do anything last week. I'm sure everyone was gagged and absolutely so depressed that we didn't release an episode.
I know. We had a short break. We had a mini break.
Had a lot on.
Season 1 complete. Welcome to season 2 on the list. We're in a new location.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome. We've time travelled.
This is my house.
Took us a whole episode to move here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So we're gonna try this out.
Okay, shall we rapid fire?
Okay, let's rapid fire.
Okay, ins.
Group chat. No.
Off to a ripping start.
To a ripping rapping stuff. Group chat names.
Squats.
Rodeos.
Mortality.
Free
Oh, seafood.
When you get paid interest.
M. Night Shyamalan.
What?
M. Night Shyamalan. He's a director. He made the Glass movies. I recently watched Glass.
Oh, is that where he falls and his arms break?
Yeah.
So good.
And it's got
Is it Samuel L. Jackson?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Love him.
And that other guy that was in Split. It's like a 3-part series. I just watched the final
No,
one.
it's so good. Oh, I've only seen the first. Oh no, what's
There's
the second
3.
one?
Split.
Split.
And then Unbreakable is the one with...
The guy with the head, bald head guy.
Yeah, and he's really quite attractive.
Bruce.
Bruce
Willis.
Yeah. I was going to say Springsteen.
I'm on fire. He's actually playing live. We should all go see him. Did we have this discussion?
No.
Bruce Springsteen's like playing somewhere at some point soon.
Hells yeah, bro.
Let's go.
I think I've seen it actually. Keen.
Seen it?
No, seen it like
Oh,
advertised.
so you haven't seen the movie when he's a musician.
No.
Just question, do you want to do this whole episode with gum in your mouth or are you going to regret it?
That'll do.
No, baby, you'll eat it.
Oh. Sorry, thank you.
No, that's fine.
True friend.
Yeah, I got you. I've done so many fit checks where I've tried to put music behind it and I'm just like...
Just
not
force it
it
around.
Yeah, it's not it.
Okay, cool. You're next.
I thought that was a cool ant.
Coolant.
But it's coolant. Coolant.
Coolant. Very important. Blooper reels. Bring them back. I love a blooper reel.
We'll have heaps.
Oh!
I feel like this whole podcast
In
is
boxing.
Yeah, kind of. In dopamine / serotonin.
Amen. Sharing and gift giving. I love it.
Love it. Are you done for your ins?
Oh, my last one's B vitamins. Because
Is
it
it-
gives you energy.
Dude, B12.
I've been craving prawns. I found out there's so many B vitamins in it. That's why, because I needed energy. And you know what? I got energy from them.
Okay, I think I need that. I've been eating eggs like the M&Ms because B12. I'm
Oh,
always
M&Ms.
down in B12. What is that? An M&M McFlurry, so hopefully they'll balance each other. Okay, outs.
Random stitches. Like, you know, when you get like a random stitch, you're like,
My brain first went to when someone like stitches something wrong in clothing. And then I went to someone like
shit.
randomly stitches like a cut wrong.
That's also terrible.
Yeah,
Also out.
oh, they're all shit. Men over 7 foot. Sorry, I had to put it in there.
Also, who the fuck over 7 feet, you know? Like,
You
Jesus
shouldn't have to
Christ.
duct you in a fucking doorway.
No,
I didn't know.
no.
Nah, leave it in.
Nah, leave it in. Adrenal fatigue.
Fatigue in general. I'm tired.
I'm sick of it.
My dog's pitter patter feet.
She's chasing a fly. I think it'll be quite nice. The pitter patter.
Baby,
A
on
bit
your
of
bed,
white
please.
noise.
She's an only child.
She's
She's
honestly
entertaining
having
herself.
a trot around the house.
Yeah, she's
Bambi.
Bambi, come here. I'm so proud of you for entertaining yourself, but get on your bed, please. On your bed. It's like she just has such selective hearing. Is this how parents feel?
Yeah. And she is a toddler now.
Yeah, she's regressing.
They do this.
Okay, yeah, wondering. I'm putting it back on there because I
Yeah.
kept wondering.
Oh, that's too much of it.
Yeah.
Biting down on an unsuspected olive pit. Like when you're eating an olive and there's a bit in there, you don't
So
expect
annoying.
it. Teeth breaking, earth shattering kind of behaviour.
No good.
Nah.
That's just giving me like bad grapes.
Oh,
Like a
crunchy
yucky grape.
only.
Crunchy only like an apple.
Yeah.
Well, I said bad grapes.
Oh, God, we're terrible. Birthdays. I'm sick of everyone having them. I've had enough, and mine's coming up, and I just.
We can't afford it. We have no time, and no one
No,
wants to get
well,
any older. So
well, I've said when it's nighttime, we're all going home. No one is having any after parties from then on. It's a day thing, and we're all going home.
but you don't understand. I said that about the other day, and it's goddamn winter now. I finished work, the sun was down. I was like, I'm gonna leave before sundown. I got there, sun was already down. I was like,
Yeah.
well, guess it's when the sun's up again.
No.
3 a.m. No, I left at midnight, but still too late. The 9 to 5.
Horrible. Having to wait for someone to watch a really good TV show.
Annoying.
Annoying.
Yeah. Mine is not being able to watch a TV show with someone because they're already halfway through it.
Yeah. Oh well, you're.
The opposite.
Yeah.
Like, I really wanted to watch Baby Reindeer last night.
Yeah.
But it's Aiden was like, I'm halfway through it. And I was like, well, can we just restart? I guess not really. I was like, I guess I'll watch Brokeback Mountain then.
Yeah. I have never seen Brokeback Mountain.
Well, guess what? When one of the girls was like, I masturbated to this when I was in high school. And I was like, I'm so keen. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. I was going to say Hugh Jackman. Not the right person. But yes, similar. Not at all. Anyway, so we were waiting for the really hot and steamy parts. And in my head, I've got this one of them like kissing, like making out in like a shed. And she's got one of them like having sex in a tent. They're literally the only two scenes. And when the shed scene came up, I was like, no, that can't be it. It was just so like aggressive and awkward and like
Yeah, but it's no cowboys.
yeah, and they were like obviously
And in
really
the closet.
hesitant.
Yeah.
But it was like 20 years of this love. But it was more about them like getting together and it being, I don't know, it just wasn't as sexy and as like sweet
Right.
as I remember
You're
it
not
to be.
masturbating over it.
There's,
as a child.
we kept waiting for the bit she masturbated to and she's like, it couldn't have been that.
That's fantastic. Like, to have that knowledge of, I know a girl that masturbated to this, because you are just waiting for it to come.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
like, when is
When
it?
is it? And she was like, Oh, couldn't have that. So I guess when you're like 15 and you have no like, I guess like, you know, kids these days have euphoria.
Yeah.
You know, we've got Brokeback Mountain. We had nothing really else, did we?
Yeah, fair. And it was like a movie about gay men. I mean, she might be into that, but it's not what I'd be picking.
You don't think like, yeah, but they weren't gay. I think that's what, like, you don't think like men hooking up is hot? I think straight men hooking up is hot.
I mean, no.
You don't?
No.
No,
it's
see,
just
I
not
do.
for me.
Yeah, no, I do. Although I've never been in like a threesome experience in my life, but I feel like I think if I had two men like hooking up that were hot, that was so straight and like knew their sexuality.
If they were straight, it'd be hot.
So straight.
But
if they
also,
were gay,
if you're straight,
I'd be
like, surely you're a bit bi if you're doing
yeah,
that,
well,
you know?
yeah, but if it's a threesome, maybe I'll allow it.
No, it's never picking another man for me.
Not picking, they're choosing me at the end.
But they're not. Like,
Yeah, okay, they're not, but it's still like two hot men just like falling in love and like, I don't know, it's kind of hot. Yeah, okay, debatable. Was it up to me?
Just, yeah, let's just...
Okay, eye boogers.
There's just actually nothing worse.
And since Bambi got sick, constant.
Eye boogers for
But I reckon when I look at her eyes and she does like the little eye wonder, you're definitely going to zoom in on me doing that. But it's all red. So I'm thinking she might be allergic to something in the valley.
Yeah, a little
Like
pollen.
it's giving allergies.
Me too, girl. What
Get her
have
on
you
the
got?
Zyrtec.
A piece of paper. A crumpled up piece of paper.
Thank you. What's on your list?
That's my last week's list. And some doodles.
Yeah, that's definitely what's going on. Doodle. Doodle. That's
I love the word doodle.
Is doodle on your list?
Doodles on my list. Just purely the word, not the phallus.
Enough now.
Getting
Goodbye.
your period a week early. Me, this week. Getting a week early.
Yeah, but I think it's because you're syncing with me and I had mine last week.
So
it's slowly trying to get to me. Very soon we're all going to be synced. Hannah's synced with me too. It's my fault. I don't know what
came
you want
early
from me.
too.
Sit down.
I actually saw
Sit
a
down.
video on TikTok today where a girl was like, did you get your period early and you're really tired at the moment? Well, guess what? There's like, what is it? She's like, we're all getting downloads and upgrades and we're shifting into a new timeline. The delusional part of me was like, that's why I got my period early. But I'm also like, no, we're not, bitch. Like, get it together. Are you okay mentally?
But also, how do we all sync? I don't understand because there is a timeline in which, and don't blame it on the leap year, I don't know how it works.
I don't think that has anything to do with it. I don't know. But Bambi is stealing my spotlight. Get out of my face.
If you're take your list and get on your bed. Get it? No, you're gonna eat it now, aren't you?
She can rip it up.
Yeah, but she'll ingest it and then she'll have to poo it out and then I'm
Maybe
taking
this
it.
episode should just be called First Guest Bambi. What if we need to think of a title name while we're
Oh yeah, well it's giving Doodle. Doodle. Doodle Brain, it's your new nickname. Everybody meet the Doodle Brain. Alright, get up here. Up. Sit down.
Do you have more outs?
Yeah.
Yay.
Looking for rentals. It's not that exciting.
Oh, no.
No, that's not it either.
Ant bites.
Bambi not settling.
Out.
Ant bites fucking suck. Actually, another thing too, trying to get shellac off your nails.
Oh. You've got to get a really thick nail file and scrub it.
Oh,
real
no,
hard.
I'm a peeler.
Yeah, if you can peel it for sure. One of my friends, her whole shellac grew out of her toenail. She just let it grow out. And it was the rankest thing I've ever seen.
Wow, it became like a cute little tip.
Yeah, a little French tip. That's foul.
No, I'm done.
Okay, the word dump. Like a photo dump. I hate it.
You like dump?
No. It makes me squirm.
Dump.
It's the worst possible word ever.
Like a dump truck.
Mm-mm. If someone ever said to me, you have a dump truck, I'd be like,
I
want to be beeping dump. Like, beep.
Yeah. I'm not super into I just took a dump.
Well, yeah.
Who's saying that though?
It's just an ugly word. I like D**MP, if anything.
Yeah,
And I will never use the word photo dump. anyone who I see using the word dump in their photo dump, I'm like,
But also, we don't even need to do we don't even need to do like, here's my photo dump on a, like, everyone's doing it now.
Exactly. It's a carousel. Like, come on, let's get a bit classy about it.
Yeah. Photo carousel.
Yeah.
Well, duh, that's just explaining what it is.
So, I just want to tangent real quick. Rom and I watched Freaky Friday this week.
Cute.
Iconic film.
Yeah, great.
And then Rom was like, remember Lindsay Lohan's fuck list? And I was like, she's a list girly. She was writing down in 2013 a numbered, well actually it was on Scattergree's list with her friends in Beverly Hills Hotel. She wrote down all of the celebrities she's fucked. Do you want to hear it? Did you ever hear about this?
No, she has the list.
But she's a list girly. Yeah.
Oh my god, no way. Well,
I
good,
know.
of course she's got a list. I can't believe you don't have a list. Have you even tried to do the list?
Oh, I have tried before, and then I just
Sit
keep
down,
remembering people as the time goes on, and I'm like, oh. And
Oh no,
like,
we need to, when are we going to do my phone?
maybe next up.
Yeah, next step,
All
let's
the
do it.
Code names.
Yeah, code names.
Okay, so
What's on your
Ashton
list?
Kutcher,
What?
Jay Phoenix, which I'm guessing is Walking Phoenix. Is that how you say it? Walking.
Don't know who
The
he
guy
is.
who played the Joker. The new
Oh
one.
yeah.
Selma Redacted, which I would love to know who they are. Evan Peters, Zac Efron, Orlando Bloom, Justin Timberlake, Colin Farrell, Heath Ledger, James Franco, and Adam Levine.
Do you reckon she made it up?
Nah. As if
What is Lindsay Lohan doing now?
she's making like weird Netflix movies.
Oh yeah, true. What
Six.
about I feel like she did you take something? Because I've only got relaxants at home. I don't know what you've gone and taken.
You want a peppermint tea, sis? Calm the nervous system. This is a doodle brain episode for sure. We're all full doodle brain.
Yeah, I had a meltdown coming up here because this bitch, I forgot her leave. Then she's doing a dump. Out the front, I've got a McFlurry in one hand. I'm frustrated because work was an absolute punish today.
I opened the door
And I'm just screaming for them.
Sam's like, Bambi, oh Bambi, and I just hear all these things fall, and I'm like, oh no. And then I get down there, and the McFlurry's like tipped on the side, it's like spilling out. I was
The
like, oh,
tripod, the fucking microphone, this dog's dump. And now she's being crazy. Yeah, enough now. On your bed. Cool. Doodle brain.
Doodle brain alert.
What was I going to say? Also with, that's fun.
I've got a story about doodles for you.
Okay.
My friend Jazz,
Yep.
one night she was going around asking guys at the bar, would you say you have a cock or a dick? Or what was it? A cock or a penis or a cock or a dick? And everyone was, giving us their answers. And then she asked one guy, and he goes, nah, I have a doodle.
Hey, homie, I can see your doodle. Have you seen that episode of Simpsons? But that's like what we were talking about as well with, what did you call your, like, vagina when you were a baby?
Oh, yeah.
When you were like a small kid.
Ours was just Johnny.
Ours was Johnny too.
Yeah.
And then Hannah's was, what was hers? Like a Molly puppet.
Yeah, that's right.
A lolly.
Her family's like Scottish or
yeah,
something.
Welsh. It was like a lolly potly or something.
Polly Pocket.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
A little.
It was something wild. I've heard another one's been like
lily
foo-foo.
Fifi. Like Carl Barrett. Fifi.
I know Carl Barron, but I don't know the bit you're talking about.
Not the Fifi bit, it's about a dog. Maybe I should have called you Fifi, you little cunt. Will you please get on your bed? She loves all the pictures.
She's taken in the art.
When have you ever seen her like
Never. Like
This
the
is
last
not
time she was
you.
over, she was chilling as.
This
It's
is
because she
not
just took a
you.
fat dump and she's just like, I'm ready to roll. Mom.
Yeah.
I'm feeling light. I'm feeling skinny.
Alright, in. What's your in this week, doll?
My in this week doll is instinct.
And that's what I love. Because mine was trusting your gut.
I can't.
It's too good. It's too good. We gotta. Yeah. So we could do that. I mean, Is she not irritating you?
Yeah, she's honestly Bambi.
Do you have a little snack?
I'll have
Like
some
an-
ham.
Nah, they're not allowed to eat processed foods. Can I just give us an apple?
Yeah. Another in that I have had, Samantha, is toasted sandwiches.
Yum! Tis the season for the sandwiches. Are we gonna have Crunchosaurus Rex in the background next time? She's never had an apple in her life.
Fine. My instinct, she's gonna love it.
Yeah, well, trust your gut.
Now she's playing with it.
You know what? That's better than nothing. It's
Yeah.
just, let's just let her do her thing. She's so fun. I have a couple of ins though.
Yeah.
And one is getting through it.
Mm.
And another one is being blocked. But I'm not sure if being blocked is an in. But I've noticed I noticed I got blocked by another person.
Who?
Well, this is it. And for no reason. So I'm not a block. Like, I do block some people, but like, we've had discussions that I'm not a burning bridges, holding grudges kind of girly. Like, I don't want to end things on a bad note.
Yeah.
So the reason for men to block me has to be minimal, because like, she's lost the apple. Because I seriously, like, nothing is ever warranted for it. So, guess who fucking blocked me that I realised the other day, because he was tagged in something and I clicked on it and it said he didn't come up.
Yeah.
And then I tried to look him up and his profile was gone. So I was like, oh, he must have deleted his Instagram because he seems dramatic like that. And then I got to check, hey, but like a couple of days later, I was like, oh, hey, can you, like, we were talking, he got brought up or something. I was like, oh, I think he blocked me. She was like, no, why would he have blocked you? She checked, she's like, no, his profile's still there.
Shut up.
I've not spoken to him
He's probably
since.
listened to the pod.
Do you reckon? That was like episode 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, bit weird that now I was like, must be having troubles with his girlfriend, which
Maybe that. Yeah.
he is, good fun. So I don't know, and I don't know what I have to do with that though. Same as me being like, it's just like, why am I'm on so many men's block lists. I must be like, I must have a gorgeous pussy. I'm doing something to them.
Yeah. Well, Voodoo Clem and Barbie.
Puss.
Yeah.
They're on the, I don't know, it's very weird.
It is weird. That's my out this week. It's men. So.
Okay.
And there's a lot of reasons as to why, especially just everything going on in the world right now. But I just can't understand them, and I refuse. Like, I've had enough.
I've also had enough.
They make 0 sense to me.
None. Not a wink. Not a wink of sense. Like, I'm telling
They're
you.
not humans. They're not humans.
But also, like, I know I'm difficult. Like, I don't think I could keep up at this point. Like, I go from, like, being like, I'm gorgeous, to I'm bloated and ugly, to I hate my skin, to what did that person just look at me that way for, to I'm feeling amazing, to
That's every girl.
Yeah, but exactly. So I'm like, I don't know if anyone's ever going to be able to keep up, you know? But then men just go and throw, like, we at least admit it.
Honestly, babe, I think it's just Australian men. All of my girlfriends that have been overseas to Europe are like, European men are out of this world.
I watched a TikTok the other day, and it was what men are wearing in Paris right now. And I was like, oh, cool. So something other than Crocs and jorts.
Yeah, I fell in love
Honestly,
with a
cunt.
stranger on TikTok today from New York, and I was like, that's my husband.
I will not stop. We need to go away. Honestly, my husband is not in Burley Heads on the Gold Coast.
No.
Can confirm. Out.
Absolutely out.
Okay, cool. Well, why don't we go with trusting your gut instinct as in,
Yeah.
because it's kind of both of our ins.
Yeah.
And let's talk about it. And then the out, yours is men, and mine is not listening to lessons your parents taught you.
Which I'm sure
Relates to men.
Men. Yeah.
So let's get started.
Alright. So instinct was something that I didn't realise was an actual thing for a really long time. I think it's when it comes with age. Or maybe just psychedelics. I don't know. But it's like your inbuilt compass. I guess you could call it faith as well. And yeah, just the inner peace that I have found in life since just like trusting my instinct. I really don't stress or have much anxiety about, like I get anxious, but it's not like extreme like I used to, because I'm just like, I just have full trust in the universe that it's going to provide, and everything always works out.
I completely agree. Like, could not agree more. And it's so weird you say that, because I'm trying really hard, and I think especially since we started this pod, and like we talk a lot about abundance and how much, like, it's like a constant reminder. We're always constantly reminding ourselves of things that are really important.
Yeah.
So every time, like, I've obviously, after the $4,500 car bill, it's literally drained my entire bank account, and that was the money that was meant to make me go to Europe in August. And I'm sitting here going, okay, so I'm just trying to be like, trust the universe. Imagine everyone's like, oh, that's so fucked, like maybe that means you don't go to Europe now. And I'm like, no, it just means that, like, imagine if it happened after Europe, I wouldn't have had the money in my bank account.
Yeah.
It's the perfect time for it to happen.
Divine timing.
Divine timing. Trust that it'll all work out.
Yeah.
And then it's weird that you say that, like, the universe does provide, because it just fucking does.
It just does everything.
Like, I was the other day, I was like so strapped for cash, and I keep trying to catch myself on the abundance mindset, which I'm thinking, oh, I'm so poor. No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm literally like, you're less abundant, it'll come. And that's why I said one of my ins was bloody getting interest paid. It's because last month I had the $5,000 sitting in my bank account for so long that I got paid $25 by ING.
Better than nothing.
It got me, I took myself out for breakfast.
Yeah.
Probably not the smartest thing to do.
No.
But you know what?
You could die tomorrow.
100%.
That's another thing that I live by. I'm like, you could die tomorrow, live it up now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think some of the things that I sort of learnt to become a little bit more in tune with my instinct as well is spending time with myself.
Yeah.
Talking to myself, listening to myself, which was sort of a skill that I learned in therapy. You always know the answer. Like my therapist, if I had a question, she'd be like, you know the answer. And she would make me sit there. And she's like, sit there and breathe, and it will come to you. And I'd be like, oh, like this? And she'd be like, yeah, that's exactly right. Like your body instinctually, scientifically makes a decision first without you even realizing it.
Oh, but 100%.
And that, like, gut feeling.
That's what I mean, trusting your gut. It's the first one. The problem with it is we want it to be, what is it, the lesser, the other.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
ourselves out of it.
Yeah, well, you go, like, should I go to his house? Your instinct, your gut says no.
Yeah.
But you sit there and you justify the yes.
Yeah.
And you go.
Yeah.
And then you get hurt and you go, should have fucking listened to my gut, should have trust my instinct.
Exactly.
Because you fucking know.
It's really hard sometimes. And like, yeah, because your body feels one thing and then your brain thinks another.
And then your heart feels another.
It's about like challenging your thoughts, stepping away from like that mentality. And it's just, yeah, it's a really hard fucking skill to do. And I always think about like the gut feeling of when I was cheated on multiple times, and I knew every single time, and then it would become, oh, well, you're crazy for thinking that, and it's like, well, no, I just fucking know, and then I would get receipts, and I was fucking right. So it's just like, how can you call me fucking crazy when I instinctually know?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand how you can sit there and do that to someone and be like, no, you've missed this one, you know?
Yeah, my ex-boyfriend did the same thing. I remember once, I was like, I just fucking knew. I just had this feeling. And then, I remember I'd check stuff, and then, yeah, they're turning it on you and making you feel crazy and all this stuff.
Well, you shouldn't have checked my things.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't be fucking talking to someone else and sticking your dick in them.
No, and then literally, when it came all to, he was like, oh, well, you know, this was bound to happen. You kept saying it was going to happen. You manifested it.
That's
gaslighting.
Never heard that
Yeah,
before.
I apparently always said it was going to happen. So, of course it was going to happen. I pushed him to do it.
Sure.
All right, love of my life, sure.
That's
or again, you have someone you feel a bit funny about, and they're the first person they go to when you break up.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened to me.
Don't make me feel
that
fucking
happened to me
crazy.
with my last ex.
How much apple? Did you eat it or did you dig it or did you hide it or what?
I think she ate it outside. Oh, but she's going back out there. Bye.
When we talk about trusting your gut and your instinct,
Yeah.
I reckon the first, besides the cheating part, which I mean, I guess is, you know, take it or leave it these days, but one of the biggest lessons I learned in trusting my gut, and it was when, like, my psychic told me, when you shake hands with people, if you have an icky feeling, go with that, like, you can feel that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so bizarre. And I started a brand back in 2020, and I remember when I started with this girl, something always sat weird. And I ignored it and I suppressed it because I always thought it was my own fears and insecurities and whatever. I was always like, no, like, you're just, like, scared, or you're, like, you're taking a risk, or you're trying to find a reason. I'm like, no, she's pushing you to be better, like, so everything that didn't sit well, that made me go, like, oh, something's not right. And it wasn't until, like, I got a partner that he was, like, you know, a subjective person on the outside was like, no, this is kind of, like, not right. Yeah. That I was like, oh, I need to. And now looking back, it cost me, what, 50 grand? And I mean, it's all lessons, like,
absolutely.
Lessons, learnings, would never do anything in my life differently, but it's crazy. You look at it and
the
like,
hindsight.
Insane. It's just insane.
Yeah, absolutely nutter.
Shoulda trusted me gut.
So tell me about some of the things your mother...
So, not listening to lessons that your mother or your parents have taught you, or anyone, I guess, in your life that is of importance. My mum has always taught me, like, I'm one of 4. And I have 2 sisters, I'm in the middle, and she's always taught us girls, whenever we've had fights with our partners or whatever. I'm not, like, super close to my mum, like, you know, some people, like, my mum's her best friend, kind of thing. I had my older sister, so, like, I haven't really needed that relationship with my mum, but as I get older, you know, you get closer to your mum because you obviously are more adult. But she's always said to us girls, when we've had issues with our partners, she's like, girls, they grow, sure, but they don't change.
Huge.
She's like, so the things that bother you now will bother you in 20 years. Those things, those fundamental things that you're sitting here and you're arguing about him not taking out the bin, about him, you know, not, you know, communicating properly, about him being annoying on a Friday afternoon with his friends, or whatever, like, whatever it is, you know, how he can't cope in these situations, or he's not showing you up for you here or there or whatever, they don't change. And you can sit there and you can kind of go, maybe they will. And I'm sure they grow and they get, but, like...
Well, it's whether or not they listen, and you'd be able to figure out that pretty quick.
And, I mean, like, we talk about it as well, like, I'm sure therapy and doing the actual work changes things, but, like, really, the fundamental things of who they are, they don't change.
Yeah.
They're always going to be that avoidant person that doesn't want to deal with conflict, that's going to blame things on you.
Yeah.
They're always going to be, like, I know people that are 20 years, not 20 years, maybe like 10 years married now, and she's still complaining that he's the same, he does this and he does that. And I'm like, it was the same as when you were 16, doll.
Yeah.
Same person you married. That's the guy you married.
Forever. Yeah.
That's the guy you married.
That's a really big one. That's great advice.
Yeah. So now...
I've never heard that before either.
But that's why when I enter relationships, and maybe that's why women and men are so different, is that I think unconditional love is so important. Yeah. Because I'm like, you really need to love someone for their shit. Yeah. Because they're not changing. Yeah. Yes, okay, they can grow and whatever and be better versions of themselves. Yeah. But at their complete raw and shittest moment, you need to unconditionally love them for that. Because they're not changing.
Yeah, it's almost like that family love that you have for your family.
Yes,
like
they can fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah. But you still love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I obviously, like I spoke about in the last episode, you know, expected a man to change, and it was presented with the exact same fucking thing. Yeah. So you sit here, and maybe it's not like going back to an ex. It doesn't even have to be like going back to an ex. It can be going back to hanging out with friends that you know were a bad influence, or hanging out with, or going to a job that you knew didn't fulfill you in the first place, but thinking it might now. Like, things don't change, people don't change, and yeah, if your parents have taught you anything, listen to them. They fucking know.
Yeah, definitely. As you get older, you really realise, your parents, maybe if you hit that fucking microphone, your parents are really right about everything. And when you're a kid, you think you fucking know everything, and you absolutely don't.
You don't.
I did not have a great relationship with my parents as a teenager because I was just a little fucking teenager, you know.
Same.
And
My
I was
mum used to
also
check
going
my
through
bags.
depression and all just those other things that you're dealing with as a teenager. And I just never thought that I'd be able to have like a decent relationship with them. And now I look back and I'm like, you guys are the most inspirational. Like, they've just given me everything. Everything that I am today is because of them, which is just like the biggest gift of all time. And I used to curse them for the day that I was born.
Yeah. Oh, same. Literally me. I ran away.
Yeah.
I've run away. I've caught buses at 8 p.m. at night to Charlie's, crying, sobbing.
Yeah.
Like, you go, like, yeah, I can't, yeah. And I look at my home life, my family life, I'm like, fuck, I'm blessed and wow, thank you. And I went over my parents' house even last weekend because I have a washing machine. Mum messages me this morning, oh, you washed clothes with your dad at his work when you're ready.
Oh, bless.
Love you.
I know.
I'm 29, cunt.
Yeah. No, but like my nana, like, still like, if there's any chance she can take to like be a mum to like my parents and his siblings, they're doing it.
Oh,
you know?
100%.
Like, they love it.
They love it.
They love feeling important. They love feeling like a mum.
Yeah. And we love it.
Bless.
But yeah, so if your parents have taught you anything, make sure you actually listen because it turns out they do know best. Mother knows best. Have you heard that song?
Yeah.
Tangled.
Where is it? Oh, Tangled. Yeah.
Mother knows
I loved that one actually. I'm quite fond of a Disney
Of
movie.
a Tangled? Yeah, me too.
But I'm not a Disney adult, don't get it twisted. Okay?
You know the what?
Disney adult. You know Disney adults when they're fully like, just like, absolute Disney ride fucking stands?
Me.
Ugh. I wouldn't say you're a Disney adult. Like,
I don't watch the new ones, but like my favourite movie of all time is The Little Mermaid.
Love.
And I would like I've been to Disneyland, it was the best day of my life.
I think it's different for us. Oh, I don't know, because we grew up in that real like dominant Disney era.
Yeah, where there was like no other cartoons really.
Yeah. Ow, my vagina.
Oh. So that beats
You gotta get me cancelled.
It's all the fish she's been eating. Can you please sit down?
Baby, I want to talk about something really serious now.
And it's about... Come here. I'm telling you. Men. Alright, get up, strap in. Get in. Come on. You can come be part of it.
Good girl.
Alright, men.
Okay, so, men point blank are out for me this week. As you've probably seen and as you've probably all heard, the amount of women that are dying at men's hands this year alone is absolutely fucked up, and it makes me sick to my stomach. And yeah, I know it's not all men, but you're all in it with them. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
I know that there are good men out there, but I think, did you see the video Kelly made? He's from that duo, Peking Duck. Okay, well, I have it here. I have it prepared. He said it perfectly. I've actually got it on my computer.
Real men respect women, transgender and non-binary folk. It's as simple as that. Call shit out when you see it. I can't believe that anyone has to be saying this right now, but if you can't see that the writing's on the wall that something needs to be done about this problem ASAP, you're out of your mind. Enough is enough, fellas. Seriously, we need to do better. I don't know why there's so many sensitive men, especially online, because they probably wouldn't do it in real life, getting so in their feelings that the finger's being pointed at them, at us. Of course it's being pointed at us. It's our problem to fix. We need to do better, fellas. Ask the women in your life how they're feeling, what you can do to support them. Because we all need to do better here. 1 in 4 Australian women experience serious abuse in their lifetime. I'm talking violence here. I'm talking real We need to wake up. Yes, it's a large-scale problem, but it starts with us because we started the problem. You dig? So wake up. Let's do better, fellas, yeah?
Love!
Shut out to Kelly from Peking Duck. You're
Oh my god.
hot as fuck.
No,
And
honestly,
you
that
are
is-
speaking the truth, and hearing a man say that is hot as fuck.
That I'm wet.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's honestly like, yeah.
He said it so perfectly.
Perfect.
When I saw that video, I was like, that is what I want to be hearing from men.
Yes.
Like, this is all of our problem. Like, he might not be the one doing it directly, but it's up to all of you to fix this fucking problem, because it's like, it's giving me chills. It's fucked up, because I really struggle with the fact that, like, yes, we're all human, we all experience emotions, we all go through it, but it doesn't need to result in that. And at the end of the day, men and women aren't the same. You are stronger than us. We also do have different, like, hormone cycles. Like, men have 24-hour cycles, we have 28-day cycles. So, like, you could also say that, like, they have different urges for this reason.
Yeah.
But is this just like a narrative that we've created because we live in a patriarchy, or is this like an actual scientific thing? Like, because there are men out there who can control themselves.
Absolutely.
So it has to be the latter, right?
100%.
Trigger warning now. Every woman I know knows someone or themselves have been sexually assaulted. Like,
Yeah.
And we were talking about this the other night,
Yeah.
all of us girls. Like, every single female I know has been sexually assaulted, and if not sexually assaulted, verbally assaulted, physically or mentally assaulted.
Oh yeah, or
by men.
emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I can openly say like I am one of them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I feel very lucky to have a lot of men in my life that I feel wholeheartedly comfortable around. But there's also men that have been in my life that I did feel comfortable around, and then I've been put in a position where I haven't been comfortable, and I've had to fucking scream no at them after they've felt me and touched me and are kissing me, and I'm just saying no and no over and over again. And it fucked me up. Like, it changed me as a person.
No, 100%. Yeah.
And this person, I stopped being friends with this person, really distanced myself from them, like, told the people closest to me what had happened, because I was just rattled by it. And I don't necessarily expect anyone to remove themselves from their life either, but it was just like, I just want to talk about this, and, you know, also just, like, be careful, you know? And then eventually they also were going through a really tough time themselves and weren't in their right mind. And then months and months went past, and I got a message from them just being like, hey Grace, I just want to acknowledge like what had happened, and I'm really, really sorry for that. Like, I wasn't in the right state of my mind. They were like, not known to me, but they were pretty heavily influenced by drugs at the time. And not that that's any excuse, but like just the apology and the acknowledgement of itself was fantastic, and like I really appreciated that. And yeah, he was like, this was a really big lesson learned for me, and like he saw the severity in it, all of those sorts of things. But yeah, it is something that permanently changes women, hearing these stories but also experiencing them.
I don't know. Yeah.
That like the bare minimum for me now, also just in regards to men, it's just not enough. Like, I'd rather be single and happy with all of my girlfriends and that type of love in my life than settle for anything less than what I already have around me.
I think, yeah, and you know, I find this such an interesting topic, and this is such a trigger warning. So I had a very similar experience to you, but a completely different ending where, went on a first date with someone and we were kissing and blah, blah, blah. And we were very openly flirting. And it's really hard because I think in today's society, it's like, you can't come across too promiscuous or too sexual, because you're all of a sudden, it's like one sexual okay apparently means all of the other sexual are okay. So it's very bizarre.
Yeah.
And then it's like all of a sudden, you know, you're kissing or you're doing whatever, and then we got really intoxicated and I woke up and he was on top of me, and like I was on my period, so like I knew I couldn't have sex, and I'd already said previous that night when he had tried, I was like, oh, we can't have sex, and I didn't tell him why. I didn't think I'd need to tell him why.
You don't need to.
You shouldn't need to. No should be enough. I don't want to. This is our first date, and we went. Just because I've come back to your house to keep drinking doesn't mean I'm sleeping with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, some people could say, oh, she was asking for it. She went back. What did she expect?
Yeah. No.
So then it's like you start kissing and whatever, and it's like, oh, you can stay. And it's like, well, I'm pretty intoxicated. I have set the boundary. I should be okay. Like, I knew this person. It wasn't a blind date. Like, I knew him. So I was like, surely I'm safe. Wake up. He's on top of me. And all you're doing is saying, no, 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 no. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, I've got like a tampon in. Like, I can't have sex with you.
Yeah.
And, yeah, anyway. I ended up having to like push him off me, and it's rattling because like obviously this was years ago, and I found myself so confused after it because I was like, I'll just go then, I'll just go. And you know, like he was pretty successful in what he'd done, and I was so rattled, pushed him up, whatever, and then left, and I was like, I can go. And he was like, no, stay, and like tried to make me feel safe again.
Yeah, why would
and
I want to stay?
So then I'm still intoxicated at this point. So I just fell asleep the next day I left. And in my head, I'm like, well, this guy's not a rapist, he's just an idiot. Like, but in my head, I'm like, no, he's a fucking rapist. But then I'm like, but he's so young, like, and he didn't mean bad by it. But I'm sitting here going, oh, but did I provoke him?
Yeah, no.
But I never got an apology. So then he tried to take me out again, and I just felt so icky about the situation. And we just never spoke again.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
But now it's like I saw him actually the other day after not having seen him in years and said hello, and was super normal, and I went back to my friend, I'm like, God, he's hot. Alright. And it's like you compartmentalize this thing in your brain that like, he fucking sucks.
Yeah.
He actually fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And he never acknowledged what he'd done.
Yeah, that's...
And we
so
never
bad.
spoke about it again. And I'm just here going like, okay, no worries. And
yeah,
then,
like, are you thinking about it?
yeah.
Are you aware that that's what you did, and like how I would be feeling about it?
Exactly. And then like even with people you have slept with before, it's like the expectation is like every time you see them you have to sleep with them, and then they think that you saying no, I don't want to right now isn't a no, I don't want to right now.
Yeah.
And then they're trying,
like a game.
it's almost like a game.
And it's like, no.
When does no actually mean no?
Yeah.
And then they want to throw it on you, be like, oh, I didn't know, like, you don't throw that on me. Like, and I'm like, well, no, I don't want to make you feel like a bad person either, but like, no doesn't seem to be a word that we're actually taking seriously now. And I shouldn't have to bring up, are you going to rape me?
Yeah.
Like
not to be a mood fucking
not
killer.
to be a mood fucking killer. You're
But
my friend.
should.
I respect you.
Yeah.
You should respect me. This isn't a fun game. I actually don't want to have sex with you.
Yeah, exactly. And then they, like, I can just see how it would go as well. They would be like, oh, well, what do you mean? Like, and they would just flip it again because their little egos are hurt.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, and you feel like then you're consoling them because you led them on, or you're here and there was never any intention. Well, why do I feel like there is?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I now owe you something?
The owing of something as well. Like, oh, we can't just go to dinner and then hang out afterwards. It's like, no, you expect me to have sex with you.
And then when it gets push comes to shove and you're like, nah, like, let's not. It's not like, okay, cool, no worries. Like, we didn't have to. Let's just cuddle. Like,
exactly. I don't want you just for your body.
Yeah, it's literally like, no, like, come on. We don't have to. We don't have to. And then we're kissing.
And then
it's
I'm
like
touching you as well. So, like, I'm trying to turn you on. Like, I have been in situations where I've been like, no, I'm not. I don't want to, whether it's like my period or whatever. And then they just, like, are touching you, and then you're like, okay, well, you are turning me on, but I, like, still didn't really want to do this. And then I'm like, I'm just going to have sex with you to just get this over with. Which is horrible.
Horrible.
But, like, and it's like, you know, like, don't want to, but then become willing. It's not
it's
not like I'm like, but at first I didn't want to.
No,
but you've gone and purposely changed my mind.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's like almost like no means up for negotiation.
Yeah.
It just shouldn't have to be like that.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have to be up
Boys
for negotiation.
need better communication skills of like
read the room. Like,
Yeah.
no actually does mean no. Trust me, if I want to sleep with you, it's a yes.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it's on. Unless we're literally unless we have a conversation about having a game about
Yeah.
it being a thing.
Yeah.
If it's a bit.
Yeah.
But it's not a bit.
No. Have you heard about everyone talking about the bear or a man? It's really big on TikTok right now. Girlfriends are asking their boyfriends, would you rather leave me alone in a forest with a bear or a man? And then they just start asking all of these questions about the bear. Like, what kind of bear? Like, what do you mean just a guy? And then the fact that the answer straight away just isn't a man because you're safe with a man
That
is horrifying. And they all end up going, oh, well, a bear. Which
100%.
is, and they know what they're all like. It gives me gut chills. It makes me feel so sick. And then
That's actually fucked.
I saw a video today, and this is gonna rattle you. This has rattled me the absolute most. I'll bring it up. These are like some.
Dude, the bear thing's rattled me because you're not fucking wrong. I think I would rather be actually stuck in the forest with a bear.
I could fight off a bear.
I could run a bear off. I could climb a tree.
So, sorry. These are comments that people have left from the man versus bear debate.
If I survive the bear attack, I won't have to see the bear at family reunions. The worst thing the bear can do is kill me. The bear sees me as a human being. After what those men did to that monitor lizard, the bears are not safe with men either. The bear doesn't get enjoyment out of it. The bear didn't pretend to be my friend for months beforehand. No one will say that I liked the bear attack.
Oh my god, fucking hell.
No one will talk about the bear's bright future. If the bear and the man both want to hurt me and I scream loud enough, there's a better chance that the bear will actually run away. A bear wouldn't film it and send it to all his friends.
Oh my god, cunt.
I know.
The men getting angry at this don't realize that there are fates worse than death. Ask Junko Furuta, Sadie Robinson, Shanann Watts if they would choose the man or the bear.
That's fucked.
And then I saw there was a comment that was left that said, I saw someone say, at the end of the day, women can trust a bear to be a bear, but I can't trust a human man to be humane.
Oh my god, I actually have tingles.
It is just...
Men do better. Honestly, do better. Yeah. And like, you know what I said? My sister, she really wanted girls. She's such like a girly girl. And when she fell pregnant, she ended up having 2 boys. She was really upset about it when she first found out.
Yeah.
For your own reasons. I mean, you have these things in your head, and like, she would not change her, like, little boys. Like, my nephews are the most beautiful humans in the entire world.
Yeah.
But when we were speaking about it, she goes, I just tell myself now, I am so blessed to be able to raise really great men into society, and it's my job to make sure that they are the best men they can be to women, and that they respect women. And I'm like, she's like, I'm now going to raise these men. Yeah. You know, and I'm like, this is fucking, I was like, that is
powerful.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn fucking straight. Yeah. Because
there will be great guys that come through. It's like a societal shift needs to happen, and it's a very old school like mentality of like the man's up here and the woman's down here, and you stay home and you cook and clean, and I provide everything for you, and for that reason I have all the power. Like, it's very old school mentality.
But it's so fucked, because this is another thing too, and this is where you were like in the beginning, you're like, and you know, it's getting a bit lighter now, but like, they want you to be independent, right? You have to be independent. You have to be able to make your own money. They want you to contribute.
Yeah.
You know, a girl that just wants a guy for his money, a girl that just wants to stay at home and have babies. Like, absolutely not. We need career-driven women. She needs to be able to contribute and provide and do all these things. But, you must need me as well.
Mm-hmm.
You must call me when your car breaks down because I want to feel needed.
Yeah.
You must still cook. You must still clean. You can't actually be more successful than me. And you can't earn more money than me. You can't know more than me. You also can't, like, win an argument on certain things.
Yeah.
You can't have an opinion.
There's
It's like, okay, cool. So I'll just have all these things that I don't use but have to make you actually feel better. So you can be like, I have a partner with all of these qualities.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I mean. That's why I'm fucking done.
I'm so done. I would rather be alone.
Well, in Korea, there's this thing called the 4B movement that I've just found out about recently too, where they're refusing to date, have sex with, have a child with, or marry a man. Like, they're just like, we'll just go extinct because we're done with this.
100%. At this point, I'd fuck the bear.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
Like,
that one of those things in there, I had to look up what that lizard thing was.
yeah,
3
I know what
men
it was.
in, like, it was somewhere in, like, Southeast Asia or, like, somewhere around there. This huge fucking lizard raped it all after one another and then killed it. This huge fucking big goanna. Isn't that the most fucked up thing you've ever heard?
Wait, what? That's just, what?
Yeah. I know.
Nah, they're fucked.
I think the only...
And I don't want to be one of those men. This is what I really try and tell myself too, because I don't like it either. People are big men haters. I don't want to be a men hater. I love my dad.
Yeah.
I love my brothers. I love my nephews.
I love all my guy friends.
I have great men friends.
Yeah.
And there are such amazing qualities. And we've been in love before. And, like, you know, there's been so many things you're like, wow. And there is something that a man can really bring to your life. And I don't think... But it's just like, then you think about all the shit and you just try and go, but am I actually just fucking brainwashed?
We are, to an extent.
Like
even the Disney movies and
the
shit that we
Disney
watch.
movies. Like, I don't need Prince Charming to come and save me.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do that myself. Thank you.
Yeah. Actually, it's... I think the only thing that can fix it now is, like, early intervention for the men that are letting us down.
Yeah.
And it's, to go back to what you were saying, I don't want to be a man hater either, but something has to fucking change and we need to talk about how we're feeling or nothing will change.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, men, if you feel like you have, like, look at yourself in the fucking mirror. Like we do. I feel like women are so
very
self-aware and self-reflective because we're so emotional all of the time that if you're not, you'll just fucking spiral. Look at yourself in the mirror, and if there are qualities about yourself that you do not like, ask your friends and talk to your friends, your male friends, on how you can do better.
Yeah, all your female
Start
friends.
talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, start talking about the qualities you don't like, the shit you're ashamed of, and fucking do something about it.
Let's all figure it out
Like,
fucking together.
Because, something's got to change.
I think in schools as well, like, early intervention is, like, the best thing we could possibly teaching our boys. And, like, your sister, for example, being like, I'm going to create great men. It should be something that we should all be taught in schools, like, skills, the behavioral skills therapies. To learn how to control your fucking thoughts and feelings and behaviors and how they affect one another.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of the bare minimum, isn't it?
Yeah. Exactly.
It's the fucking bare minimum.
Yeah, so very heavy topic, but I've been absolutely dying to talk about it because it's just, I think it's rattled every woman in Australia.
Yeah.
And, it needs to be an open discussion. Like,
yeah, we need to know.
Honestly, I haven't heard too many men talking about it. Like, there's been a few that I've seen post things, which is great. I love that. But other than that Kelly dude, I haven't seen one man call out another man or, like, you know, open that discussion.
No, they don't. Because I think they just don't, I don't know, they just have this twisted way of in their head thinking, I respect women.
And that's it, end of story. And it's
I respect women. I opened the car door, I paid for dinner.
Yeah, and it's so
and
much
it's
more.
so
than that.
much fucking more than that. It's like, just because you say saying you respect someone and actually doing the actions of respecting someone, very different.
Yeah.
And it needs to be all the time. It's not selective.
Yeah.
I just feel like men are so selective with the way they treat women.
Yeah. And
One moment you're a queen, the next moment you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, and it's those men that are the scariest, because especially like behind closed doors, they can be completely different other people to what they're like in front of their friends and stuff like that. They're the ones that fucking flip. So yeah, really heavy.
But fucking true, like that.
But really important.
Yeah, and it's like, unfortunately, that is just the world we fucking are living in.
Yeah, you're all gonna get your egos hurt. You have to put your fucking tail between your legs and just learn and reflect and do different.
Be better, like the podcast every time.
Yeah. It is getting better every week.
Well, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon. This couch is comfier than the other ones, though.
I know, and huge.
Yeah,
And
I wonder what
$50.
it'll look like. I hope we're still in frame.
Oh, it's like out to here. Bambi would have been in frame. It's to there, to here.
It's like a wide
I don't know
screen
how
TV.
it's so wide lens. Shout out to
Yeah.
Apple Erin this week.
Really? Still out for me. Do you know how hard it is to... Bambi's fucking first birthday video. Oh, I couldn't download anything.
Oh.
What's the point of having no storage if you can't even access your photos?
No.
It's like, I might as well just delete them all at this point.
Yeah. I just don't even... I don't know.
And was that a pube on my sock? I don't have pubes that long, so I don't know whose pube, but it's a pube. That thing is brain.
It's maybe like one of Aiden's beard hairs or something.
Aiden's not being near my sock.
But like your house, no, that's too long for a pube. That's like...
That's
nuts.
Dude, that's a Bambi ass hair.
Don't.
It's someone's ass hair.
I'm sweaty.
Anyway, if you have me blocked, can you guys unblock me? It's really hard stalking all the men that I've been speaking to recently.
Guess what? So funny.
Did you ask? No.
No.
Oh,
I don't
also
wanna know.
found out, speaking of that, one of our listeners said lube does expire.
Oh yeah, lube expires.
So I've got to chuck out everything my ex-boyfriend gave me. Or I'll just use it. No,
I'll
just use it. pH.
Mine kind of burns a bit when I'm not gonna lie. So I think it's a little bit off for that reason, because it is like 4 years old, maybe three.
Mine would only be, see, it's getting like up to 2 years now. A year? 2? Not sure. Who cares? Time flies when you're manic.
Anyway, thanks for coming.
Thanks for listening to On the List, where we talk about things that are fun and serious.
And on our list.
Do you want to be on the list or off the list? Blooper me up the next station, brother!